Exploring stories. Looking at SCP-096's face at the bottom of the ocean. What would happen? SCP-096 is a humanoid creature that stands approximately 2.38 meters tall, has very little muscle mass, and when looking at it, you can see its bones through its skin. Its skin pigmentation is very white and pale. Its arms are disproportionately long, each being roughly about 1.5 meters in length, and when SCP-096 opens its mouth, it can open up to about 4 times the normal size of a human, which it uses to emit a loud cry or a scream. It is also suggested SCP-096 devours its targets, however, this information is redacted from its file. Its most notable characteristic is its extreme reaction to anyone seeing its face, from either seeing it in person, through a photograph, or video. When anybody sees its face, it enters a state of emotional distress, it covers its face, it starts to cry and scream. It will then enter a frenzied state and relentlessly pursue the person who saw its face, regardless of the distance, until it catches and kills them. Afterwards, SCP-096 will become docile again and return to its neutral state. That being said, the Foundation is very interested in knowing what it actually looks like without just knowing what its body looks like. So they do send our favorite friends, the D-Class, to the bottom of the ocean in a capsule in order to get a drawing of what it looks like and to see what limitations the Shy Guy can experience. D-Class 9031 is a 32-year-old convicted felon and former tattoo artist. D-Class 9031 is placed inside a bathysphere, which is then lowered in the Tonga Trench off the coast of New Zealand. His position is approximately hundreds of kilometers from where SCP-096's temporary containment cell is, located at Site Blank. The following was recorded via video surveillance inside the bathysphere, between D-Class 9031 and Dr. Dan's control site on the New Zealand mainland. Finally, we get to the log where the bathysphere has hit the bottom of the ocean at a final depth of 10,800 meters. The audio log begins. The D-Class says, "It stopped. What now? Dr. Dan, do you feel fine? No sickness? Anything?" The D-Class responds, "My ears hurt. I'm kind of getting a headache." Dr. Dan says, "That should be expected. Now, on your left should be a steel container. Open it, and there'll be a manila folder holding several photographs. In it, grab the first photograph you see and describe it, please." The D-Class complies with the camera facing another direction, so the photographs cannot be seen. "Nothing. It's just an empty cell." "Thank you. Now, please set this photograph face down in the receptacle to your right and look at the next photograph." The D-Class looks. It's the same cell, but there's a foot in it, I think. "Dr. Dan, please describe what the foot looks like." "It's pale, bony. I don't know, sort of creepy to look at, actually." "Perfect, thank you. Grab that photograph, place it face down in the receptacle. Look at the next one." The D-Class grabs the photo, and he jumps back. "Dr. Dan, describe the photograph." D-Class, I don't know. It's, some creepy-ass person. "Describe the photograph, please." "Hell, man, I don't know what to say. It's pale, white eyes. It's doing something messed up with its mouth. What the hell is that thing?" At this point in time, it's approximately 1:32 Eastern Standard Time. Dr. Dan and Experiment Control is notified that SCP-096 has breached containment. The fastest path to SCP-0961, the new designation for the D-Class as he is going to become a victim, has been cleared of civilians and other image capturing devices. SCP-096 is also being tracked via satellite using its tracking collar. The audio log continues. On your right, there should be another steel container. Open it. It's a pad of paper with a pencil. Whatever you saw in the photograph, please sketch it. The D-Class begins to mumble but complies and spends the next 20 minutes drawing a sketch of SCP-096. At the time of completion, SCP-096 is confirmed to only be 100 kilometers away. D-Class, I'm done. Good. Place the drawing in the receptacle on your left and close the door. The D-Class complies and the sketch leaves the bathysphere in a watertight buoyancy container. The other photographs are then placed in an incinerator on board and destroyed. What now? Dr. Dan replies. Please stand by. Further tests are ongoing. 40 minutes pass. SCP-096 is now confirmed to be at the D-Class's position and is diving directly downwards. Transponder signals that he's now at 9,339 meters as pressure goes beyond the device's operational limits. The camera shows the bathysphere shaking slightly, and from the D-Class's reaction, it is now assumed that he knows SCP-096 is on the hull and visible through the viewport. As the D-Class begins to panic and swear, the video and audio feed cuts. The hull of the bathysphere is then breached. SCP-096 is recovered at the surface by the recovery team Foxtrot 303 without incidents. Sketch of SCP-096 is also recovered, and a quick test confirms no hostile reaction from viewing this sketch. This test, we have now learnt SCP-096 can survive a light machine gun, an anti-tank gun, anti-artillery weaponry, as well as 10,000 meters of ocean pressure. At this point, it is essentially unkillable and unstoppable. That being said, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching my video, and please consider subscribing, leaving a like, or commenting. Have a great rest of your night.